Welcome to Healing Heart Talks, where we gently explore the silent, often unspoken emotions that shape. Have you ever sat at a lively dinner table, surrounded by family, yet felt like a ghost that no one sees? It is a strange and heavy feeling to be physically present in a room full of love, yet emotionally, completely invisible. You try to interject, to share a small story, but the conversation flows over you like a rushing, unstoppable river water. Time seems to move differently for you now, slowing down while the rest of the world speeds up beyond your reach. Your hands, which once built homes and held futures, now rest quietly, waiting for a moment of connection that rarely comes. This is the silent epidemic of the elderly, a profound loneliness that exists not in isolation but right inside the crowd. They serve you food with kindness, but their eyes are distracted, fixed on screens rather than meeting your longing, gentle gaze. You begin to wonder if your voice has lost its weight, or if you have simply faded into the background scenery. There was a time when your words commanded attention, when people waited breathlessly to hear what you had to say next. Now you find yourself nodding along to conversations you are not part of, just to feel like you are still participating. The younger generation moves with a velocity that leaves you spinning, making you feel like a statue in a racing world. You quietly excuse yourself from the table, and the saddest part is that the rhythm of the dinner does not change. Outside, the world rushes forward, and you realize you have started to learn the painful art of keeping your thoughts silent. It is not that you have nothing to say, but you fear that your words will be seen as an interruption. You convince yourself that silence is better than being the slow person who holds everyone back from their busy, important lives. This adaptation is painful because it is a voluntary retreat, a shrinking of your own spirit to accommodate others' speed. You see the subtle tap of a foot or the glance at a watch when you take too long to explain. So you learn to edit your life down to sound bites, or worse, you choose to say nothing at all to them. Silence becomes a shield, protecting you from the indignity of being ignored or rushed by the people you love the most. The phone rings less often now, and when it does, the conversations are brief, functional, and devoid of deep emotional sharing. You start to feel that your presence is merely tolerated rather than celebrated, a piece of furniture in your own home. Then comes the realization that you are no longer consulted on decisions that affect the family or even your own life. From being the captain of the ship, you have been demoted to a passenger who is not even allowed a map. Your wisdom and experience are viewed as outdated, irrelevant artifacts from a bygone era that no longer applies to today. It hurts deeply when your advice is dismissed before you even finish speaking, labeled as old-fashioned before it is understood. You retreat to small domains where you still have agency, like your garden, because the wider world has stopped asking you. The transition from being a decision maker to a passive observer is a loss of identity that is rarely acknowledged openly. You watch them make mistakes you could have prevented, but you bite your tongue because your guidance was not requested. These objects remind you that you were once vital, essential, and respected, even if the present moment makes you feel small. It is a struggle to reconcile the capable person you know you are with the fragile figure others seem to see. They love you, certainly. They buy you gifts and celebrate your milestones. But do they truly include you in their lives? There is a vast difference between being loved and being included, between being cared for and being considered a partner. You are physically there, occupying space in the room, yet the currents of family life flow around you like a stone. Their care often feels like maintenance, ensuring you are safe and fed, rather than engaging with your mind and soul. The car drives away, and the silence of the house rushes back in, loud and overwhelming, filling every empty corner. You are surrounded by evidence of a life you built, yet you feel like a guest in your own history. This isolation is not malicious, it is accidental, born of busy schedules and the widening gap between generations and lifestyles. You miss the companions who understood your pace, the ones who didn't need words to know exactly how you felt. So you turn inward, documenting your days in silence, protecting your family from the burden of your growing emotional needs. This is the silent hurt, the fear that expressing your loneliness will make you seem demanding, difficult, or overly sensitive. You worry that asking for more attention will only drive them further away. So you choose the safety of silence. Feigning sleep becomes a tactic to avoid the pain of brief, distracted greetings that only highlight the distance between you. But hiding your pain only deepens the chasm, creating a wall of misunderstanding that becomes harder to climb over every day. It is a heavy burden to carry this invisibility alone, to feel that your emotional world is shrinking day by day. Yet, like a flower in concrete, your spirit remains resilient. It is time to recognize that your value has not diminished. Being less visible to the busy world does not mean you are less valuable, less wise, or less worthy of love. Your presence is a quiet anchor in the storm of their lives, even if they do not always realize it. You hold the history of the family, the roots that keep the tree standing, and that is a powerful role. There are others who see you, who understand your language of silence, and who value the pace at which you live. Connection can be found in new places, and your voice can still find listeners who cherish every word you share. Do not be afraid to break the silence. Gently remind them that you are still here, and you still have much to give. Your worth is intrinsic. It does not depend on how fast you move or how loud you speak at the table. You are the keeper of memories, the quiet strength, and the enduring love that holds everything together from the background. You are the keeper of memories, the quiet strength, and the enduring love that holds everything together from the background. Embrace your pace. Speak your truth. You are not invisible. You are simply waiting to be rediscovered by those you love. The sunset is just as beautiful as the sunrise, possessing a depth of color that the morning sky can never match. Let your silence be a choice of peace, not a prison of loneliness. You are seen, you are heard, you matter. If you feel this invisibility, know that you are not alone. Many hearts beat in this same silent rhythm with you. Reach out to others who might feel the same. Your shared understanding can build bridges where silence once stood. Do not let the world's speed define your worth. You are a masterpiece painted by time, valuable beyond measure. Write your stories, speak your mind, and take up the space you deserve. The world needs your wisdom now more than ever. Your life is a library of experiences. Do not lock the doors just because passers-by are too busy to enter. Shine your light gently. Those who are meant to see it will be drawn to its warmth and its steady glow. Every new day is a chance to break the invisibility, to say, "I am here," with a smile and a full heart. Cherish yourself. Be your own best companion.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
When you value your own presence, the world will eventually follow your lead. May you find the courage to speak, the patience to be heard, and the peace of knowing you are truly loved. Walk your path with dignity. You have earned every step, every gray hair, and every moment of silence you choose. Your voice is a gift. Share it with those who have the ears to hear and the hearts to understand. You are not invisible. You are the foundation. Without you, the structure of the family would not be what it is. Love is resilient. It survives silence. It survives distance. And it waits for you to step back into the light. Thank you for walking this journey with us today. We hope you feel a little less alone and a lot more understood. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who might need to hear these words of comfort. Remember, your story is not over. It is simply changing chapters, and the best pages might still be yet to come. Thank you for watching Healing Heart Talks. Please subscribe to our channel for more stories that touch the soul. Goodbye.